The year 2026 isn't just another year on the calendar. It is the deadline for a massive shift in how humanity interacts with technology. The roadmap has just been leaked, not through a hack, but through a convergence of the top minds in the industry. We are moving from a world of chatbots to a world of autonomous swarms, and the infrastructure war you don't see is already deciding the winners and losers. On December 12, 2025, the Forward Future War Room, hosted by Matthew Berman, brought together the architects of this new reality. We had OpenAI representing the brain, Glif representing the hands, Vanta on the shield, and Amplitude keeping score. This wasn't just a panel, it was a snapshot of the entire AI stack. And the consensus? The era of chatting with AI is over. The era of AI doing the work has begun. Let's start with the most radical shift, the agent workforce. Fabian Stelzer from Glif isn't talking about better apps. He views agents as the new runtime. Imagine a browser, but instead of tabs, you have swarms of autonomous agents. One drafts strategy, another pulls analytics, and a third negotiates with vendors. No human stitching it together. This is the shift from AI as a smart feature to AI as the orchestrator of your entire business. For developers, this changes everything. We are entering the age of vibe coding. You don't write glue code anymore. You describe the intent, the constraints, and the desired outcome. You design the system, and the agent graph figures out which APIs to call. A 10-person startup can now spin up an AI growth team that scrapes competitors, generates A/B tests, and pushes updates 24/7, all for cents on the dollar. But what is powering these agents? Tejal Patwardhan from OpenAI reveals that demand inside the Fortune 500 isn't a curve, it's a vertical wall. Companies are wiring GPT-class models into sales ops and internal knowledge systems via shadow pilots before the CIO even signs off. But here is the critical pivot. OpenAI's research is tilting toward self-improving systems. Think about that. Model fleets that continuously retrain on user data, auto-generate their own tools, and learn to orchestrate specialized agents. The models are becoming meta-optimizers. They write code, design experiments, and fold the best results back into themselves. Self-play transformed game AI. Now, self-iteration is transforming enterprise workflows. But this rapid acceleration comes with a terrifying blind spot. Trust breaks faster than any model can autocomplete. Christina Cacioppo and Jeremy Epling from Vanta are sounding the alarm. Companies are rushing to plug models into customer data and production code without security reviews. An innocent AI assistant that can read Jira tickets and Slack DMs becomes the perfect lateral movement tool for hackers. Once a single API key leaks, the blast radius is catastrophic. Prompt injection is the new SQL injection, and most security teams have zero playbooks for it. If a model hallucinates a financial recommendation or misroutes private health information, who is responsible? The enterprise, the provider, or the integrator? Regulation is only amplifying the chaos with a patchwork of state-level laws that stall in court, creating a compliance minefield for builders. So, amidst the agents and the security risks, how do we know if any of this is actually working? Spencer Skates from Amplitude has a simple message: data, not vibes. If you aren't instrumenting every prompt and completion, you are just guessing. Executives see a cloud bill, but they don't see if user behavior actually changed. ROI lives in the chain, model call, to user action, to business outcome. This data cuts through the marketing wars. It doesn't matter if Gemini or GPT-5 scores higher on a synthetic benchmark. What matters is which model drives more documents shipped or tickets closed. When you A/B test models behind the same UI, the analytics reveal the winner. If swapping to a cheaper model drops your weekly active usage by 10%, that savings just cost you your business. This reality check is happening while the venture capital world is in a frenzy. We are seeing 15-minute term sheets. Investors are closing seed rounds over a single Zoom call, terrified of missing the next OpenAI. This speed is a weapon, allowing teams to staff up and buy GPU clusters instantly. But it also means security and governance are being treated as retrofits, bolted on after the funding sugar high wears off. Behind this frenzy lies a brutal infrastructure race. Startups are burning capital on H100 clusters and multi-year cloud minimums. Miss a GPU allocation window, and your roadmap slips a quarter. The talent war is even fiercer, with 7-figure packages for researchers. Incumbents are using their war chests to outspend early-stage teams, forcing a consolidation that many won't survive. So, what is your action plan for 2026? The insights from Forward Future are clear. First, stop building chatbots and start building agentic workflows. Second, treat security as a first-class product requirement, not a checklist. And third, measure everything. The companies that win won't just have the smartest models, they will have the best evidence trail. We are standing at the fault line of a new industrial revolution. The tools are here, the roadmap is leaked, and the clock is ticking. The question isn't whether AI will change your industry, it's whether you'll be the one directing the agents or the one replaced by them. If you want to stay ahead of the AI curve, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We break down the complex reality of the future every single week. Leave a comment below. Do you trust an autonomous agent to run your business? Let's discuss.